Okay, so here we're looking at the Eisbaer Pro Aurora AIO CPU cooler from Alphacool. So this is a 360mm AIO, and it's very interesting for an AIO because it's not actually built like an AIO. It's actually, I could say, it's a open loop pump with an open loop rad and open loop fans, and then pre-built and filled and everything from the factory to make it an AIO. But I'm pretty sure with this fitting over here that you could actually open this up and you could actually put it in line with a full open loop system. So it's kind of, one could say, is an entry-level unit to kind of get your foot in the door into an open loop system. So, alright, so let's take a look here and see what's in the box. So the big difference between the Eisbaer Pro and the regular Eisbaer is this one has support for HEDT. So Threadripper, Xeon, Intel Xeon 3175, and so on. So, alright, so in here we got the manual, of course, so that you'll probably need at some point. I'll set that aside for the moment. Okay, so here's the interesting stuff. So we got 1, 2 Aurora RGB fans. See, these are the Rise Aurora RGB fans, and there's 3 of those. And these are hub and looks like they're RGB ring style fans. So lots of light. So that's kind of cool. The fans themselves, you can see, are, so they're PWM, and then you have individual leads for the PWM part of the fan and for the ARGB for the LEDs. So this is totally separate, independent. You could take these fans, use them for something else. You wouldn't have to necessarily use them. There's just standard mount 120mm fans. So other than that, they're just Alphacool fans, and they're pretty normal. So, all right. So, alright, there we go. Make sure we get that moved back in there. Looks like one didn't get slotted in the little retainer clip like it was supposed to. Looks like that one's okay. And then we got anti-vibration pads on here to keep them from rattling. Although I've never had a problem with that with any vans, but I guess it could happen. Alright, let's set those aside for the moment. Okay, so to the interesting part. So this is the AIO. So this is your standard copper 360 Alphacool radiator. And it's a thinner radiator. It's not a fat boy radiator. It's all in this big bag here. There we go. Alright, so there is, and you can tell it's got pretty good gapping in here, so it's not going to block the airflow a whole heck of a lot, so that's a good thing, especially for the application I'm using this in. And then we've got our quick disconnect here, so you can open and close. And then that goes down to our pump block reservoir combo. So this is I believe this is the same block that Alphacool has in one of their lines of open loop stuff. But yeah, so you can see it's already pre-filled. So there's our little bubble. Comes with the film on it. It says, please remove. Yeah, if you don't remove that, you're gonna be wondering, why is my chip getting stupid hot for whatever reason. So wiring comes right into the side right there, and then you have your ARGB header and your PWM header right there for your fan. Well, for your pumps. So there you go. So pretty simple, fairly compact. Now this, of course, that is a full size. This will fit a, like I said, a Xeon W3175, or it will fit a AMD Threadripper TR4, TRX4, or an SP3 mount. And you can see it's actually got a little a groove in here, and it goes all the way around, and that is where your mounting plates lock into. And your mounting plates are for this, so all of that's in here. But also, this will fit. You can use this on regular Ryzen AM4. You can also use it on Intel X299, the X299, 199, 99 sockets or boards with the HEDT socket on it, and you can also use it for any of the 1150X LGA sockets. So, although I would say it would be a little on the overkill side if you did that. If you were going to use an Eisbaer for that, I would get the standard Eisbaer. I wouldn't probably go to the expense of getting the Pro version, because this pump block reservoir combination is kind of a premium, because this unit is about in the range of about $250 US for this kit. I know for the other one you're looking at probably closer to, it's less than a couple $100. So I think it's right around that 180, 190 range. So yeah, I would be looking at that. Save yourself a little money. Oh, and then the other cool thing about this is it has a fill port. So you can drain and refill this unit. So, which is awesome for maintenance. So, okay. Alright, so set that aside. Okay, so now, take the box. I want to move it out of the way here. Alright, so this is the Giganto bag of goodies. So it's a Ziploc resealable bag. That's kind of cool. Makes it easy for stuff not to get lost. And it's fairly neatly packed in here. But we've got our Alphacool thermal paste for the unit. We've got, this is our PWM splitter for our fans. So it's one PWM in, and for our 3 individual fans. These are our tension springs. The tension springs, the nuts, and the spacer washers. So depending on which CPU you're mounting this to will probably depend on if you need the springs or not, and which washers and how many you use. So, okay, so this one's Intel. Okay, so that is, no, I think this is your standard X299 1151 mounting kit with standoffs and everything. This is your Intel Xeon mounting hardware with standoffs and brackets and everything. And there's two different brackets, because I think there's one for like, well, I think the bigger one is for W3175 and the other is for your standard Xeon. That's your fan radiator screw bolts with the additional hardware. This is the AMD. Oh, okay, so this is, oh, okay, so this is the TR4, TRX4 SP3 mounting bracket for either Threadripper or Epic, right there. And then this is your AMD Ryzen, so AM4. Probably when the AM5 comes out, there'll probably be an AM5 bracket for this as well that you can buy later on down the road. So there's that. That is the tool. They take out the fill plug. And then in here we have, this is your RGB header cable. And I'm going to take this out because this is kind of neat. When I was looking at this earlier, this is cool. So we have, well, we got some zip ties for cable management, because of course, you know, can't make RGB like, you know, cable friendly ever, I swear. So gotta have cable ties. All right, so but here we've got, so there is our 5-volt RGB adapter cable. So it goes from your standard RGB header to the header that is on the fans themselves, because it uses a special plug on it. And then this here is an inline controller. And I thought this was kind of cool, because the only drawback to it is, so you've got SATA power here. So you got your SATA power here, and this, so this will run 12 volts into the pump, and just run the pump at a constant speed all the time. I would probably run that separately myself. I'm just saying, that way you're not running running your pump at full speed all the time. So, but on here you've got mode, speed, and light. So we can change the mode, we can change the speed, and we can change the light. So probably have to read that. I'm not sure. I assume light's like probably on or off. Mode would be whether it's strobing, whether it's rainbow effect or whatever, and then speed is how fast it goes through the effect. So, but I thought that was kind of neat, because it's just a very simple, you can just set it. Oh, light is probably the color. There you go, that's probably what it is. That's probably the color. And so, yeah, so it's, you've pretty much, you set it and forget it, and don't have to worry about it. Ideal for, you know, if you're doing a type of build where you don't necessarily want dancing, glowing, you know, multicolor RGB, or if you want to be able to, you know, change your color like, you know, once a week or whatever. If you just want to set it and forget it kind of a thing, for like a fixed color build, there you go. That makes it super simple. And then it can be changed, but you'd have to actually open up the machine and actually get access to this controller. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So, of course, on the other hand, you can take and you can just bypass this and go straight to this, and then this header here would actually plug into your ARGB header on your motherboard, and then this would plug into your fans. So however you want to do it. So cool. Well, that's it. That's all that's in it. So like, share, subscribe if you like content like this, and stay tuned, because we're gonna put this unit in this. So this is gonna be our X399 Threadripper system. So stay tuned, because it's actually getting it installed in there coming up next. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.